Right. So you are a small business owner, maybe in a small town, local business, and you're trying to figure out how you can increase your domain ranking within your specific geographical area. Well, my name is Bryce. This is what I help people do: is increase their domain ranking, educate people about SEO, different things like that, giving you tips and tricks on how you can outperform the competition, right? Because that's what we all want to do. Okay, so if I can figure my screen out here. So what we're doing today is we're talking about Google, right? We're talking about how we can be seen as number one whenever somebody searches for our specific niche or service, right? But keep in mind, whenever you rank number one on Google, you will also rank number one on these search engines as well, like Yahoo, Bing, DuckDuckGo. So let's go ahead and let's talk about Google specifically, because that's where most people hang out. That's what most normal people use. If you don't use Google, then you should use Google. I don't know why you wouldn't. Anyways, let's continue. So, number one thing that you can do as a small business owner is just reach out to your past clients. Reach out to your past clients. I have a friend who owns a restoration business in my area, and he was talking to me the other day. He's like, hey, how can I increase my online presence? Because everything that he does is just word of mouth, right? He does it. He's been doing this for like 5 years now. He has this restoration company. And I said, bro, you have like hundreds of clients. Just start reaching out to them. This is like 2 weeks ago. He sent out like some text messages. You can literally you come to Google My Business, which if you have a website, then you most definitely have a Google My Business. You come here and you can just get the link to where people can just write you reviews. You have to log into your account, but once you log into your account, there's an option for you to just get a link where you can send that link to people via text message, email, over Facebook, whatever, and then they just open that link and it brings them up to writing the review right away. And so he had 0 reviews. I told him, bro, just start getting your reviews up. Now he has 21 5-star reviews, right? What does this do? This helps dramatically, especially in a small town, because you go through and you see people in a small town like Lance McGuire. I don't know who that is, but if somebody was friends with Lance McGuire and they saw that Lance McGuire gave Integrity Restorations a 5-star review, then their chances of going with Integrity Restorations just tenfold. They 10x, right? Because somebody who went with them. They did a good job, and so they provide the service that I'm needing. Okay, yeah, I'll probably go with them. So that is like extremely effective, especially whenever you're living in a town with fewer than like 10,000 people, right? The next method that we want to do is we want to be one of these websites that comes up first, right? Now, I searched his specific business, so obviously he's going to be the first website that comes up. But if I were to search something like restoration, restoration hardware is the first thing that comes up. And then you come here and you see these, he's not anywhere really to be seen. True North Restoration. We have all these other companies who provide restoration services because they have a stronger online presence. So if I'm somebody who is seeking out, restoration services, if my house got flooded and I need somebody to come and repair my house, but I don't know anybody, and the first thing I'm going to do is Google it, and I'm going to come and pick one of these top ones. So if you're not one of these top ones, then you're missing out on so many dollars. You don't understand. This is so important because there's so many people in your town. Even if you think you know everybody, there's so many people in your town that don't know who you are, or that have never heard about you, and the people in their circles have never heard about you either. So we need to try and be ranked number one. or the first one that pops up, right? How do we do that? Well, on your website, you probably have different pages, right? And so what you want to do on your website is pump out content. And whenever I say content, I mean informative content. So if you run a clinic and you want people to come in to your clinic because I don't know, maybe you provide physical therapy. You are going to want to put content on your website, blog posts, right, that talk about the top 5 exercises you can do to, recover pulled muscle, a dislocated shoulder, something along those lines, right? And so you want to write these scenarios to where if I'm somebody who's not directly searching for your product to buy from you, but I'm somebody, we'll go with the physical therapist again. If I search how to, relieve the pain in my shoulder after having a dislocated shoulder, or how to mend the, whatever. These Google searches are going to be things that people are looking for a solution to. They're not necessarily like ready to buy a product, but they're going to be looking these things up, and then your website can actually be the one that pops up with the solution to that to that question that they have. So how do we become that person that pops up with that solution? Well, that is where search engine optimization comes in, and all those blog posts. Now you probably have people like pitch you, hey, I'll do your marketing for you. I'll increase your domain ranking, and then they talk about all these benefits that it's going to get you, but they're going to say like, oh, but we're going to have to wait 6 months to see any real results, yada yada yada, and then they're like, it's going to be like $5,000 a month, and we'll do it for you. But you don't want to pay for that because that's a waste of money. And as a small business owner, it's not something that you necessarily need, because one, if you don't have all the systems in place to be bringing in that many clients, then it's going to be extremely hard. And then two, to put that money up front to some agency or some people who don't really know what it is that they're doing, and then them not actually bring you any real results, that would be such a big waste of money. And so you just don't know what to do. And then what most business owners or small business owners will do is just give up on their online presence and not do it at all. But what I have to show you today is actually a software that does that for you. We used it here with one of my clients. So this is one of my bigger clients, right? They are an online company, so they're not a local business, but what they were doing was around 5,000 organic traffic sites per month, right? And what I'm trying to do here is figure out how I can get a marker. All right, whatever. Here we go. Okay. So they were right around 5,000 organic traffic sites per month. And then after we started using this software that actually writes these blog posts for you, we doubled that. So we went to 5,000 to nearly 10,000 organic traffic sites per month. And we were doing that by using this software called Journalist AI. It actually writes AI generated blog posts for you. It's extremely easy. You can either choose the style that you're putting in. So you want an SEO article, you want an AI news article, you have a YouTube video that you watch that is like perfect, for what you want. You just insert that link to the YouTube video, and then it'll generate a blog post for you. If you sell stuff on Amazon, you put in a link to the Amazon product, and it'll give you an Amazon product review, right? So we do SEO articles because this is what's going to rank us higher. Now, whenever we are putting in the prompts, these are the prompts that you put in, right? So you can put in like a title. So you can literally just say like how to you can say like top 5 exercises to do after a torn ACL. If we're going back to the example of the physical therapist, you can do a keyword search. If you know how to do keyword search, then you can go and pick the top 5 keywords in your specific niche, the top 5 keywords that are being searched, and then you can write an article over those. You can do just like a description, so just like a general description. And this is a super easy, super simple to use. You don't need to know anything about SEO or writing blog posts or generating it, because what you can do is you can actually come and insert your domain and the page on your website that you want these blog posts to be posting to, and then it'll just automatically post to your websites. And now I know you're wondering, you're like, well, what does it actually make? Because I haven't shown you. So I'm going to just go to the history here that I've created. Here's one that I made an example of. Let's see here. All right, so this is the article that it makes. I pulled this up. It's mental health of having a dog, right? That's the title of the article. You can see that the article is extremely well structured. It has a whole table of contents where you come down and you see it, everything that's written. Now you come and you have different subheadings. You have links that are referencing you across the internet, that is actually backlinking you to different websites. Now, why is this important? Backlinking, it's a whole lot of nerdy stuff, but basically what it does is it just gets your webs all over the internet. So your website is appearing in all these different places. It's getting your tentacles all over the place, and then you're just popping up in more and more random places. And that's good, because people who are searching for you are going to find you, right? Or searching for your product are going to find your product. Now, it continues, it goes on and on, more links to more different websites. It even provides YouTube videos that are relevant to the topic. And maybe this is an example of you own a dog kennel and somebody's on the verge of buying a dog. So they're looking up benefits of owning a dog. Well, one of the benefits is it increases your mental health. It decreases the chances of depression, yada, 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 whatever. And we see this here. And so somebody's like reading through this and they're reading all this stuff and they're like, wow, I think I will buy a dog. I'm going to buy a dog from, and then, this is just one of the pages on your website. And then at the bottom of the website, it links them to your product, which is the dog that they're going to buy and go home with, right? So that's just an example. Maybe you sell dog toys or something along those lines, if it's online like that. But we have this, and what we can actually do here is if you don't like a section, you can just come highlight it. You can rewrite it. You can simplify it, make it longer. Here you go. Let me see here. I just had to allow it to come onto my screen here. Okay. Yeah, so we can go through. We can make it longer. And then the AI will actually make it longer for us. We can accept it. See, and there we have it longer. If you want to go in and manually edit something, you can just highlight it, delete it, speak it, whatever you want to do, and edit it yourself. But guys, this is a really easy tool, and it's actually free. You can get 3 free generated blog posts, and I shouldn't be saying this, but basically if you wanted to do it, you could just, I guess it's a lot of work in the long run, but you can just keep making an email and then getting it for free over and over again. But eventually you're going to start paying for this because you're going to see how beneficial it is. But yeah, that's that. That's how you can start increasing your internet game, your website game as a small business owner for free. And let me know if you like this. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave it down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next one.